kids, I am back with yet another session of Sony's Giant Wheel Festival. And do you know, I just got back from the outdoors and I saw so many children playing with toys that they made on their own. And they were super easy. All they needed was paper, some scissors, a marker, and some glue. It was super easy. So I thought to myself, for today's session, why don't we make our own toy? So let's begin. I'm going to run and get my materials. To make your own toy, you will need some papers. One big and two old papers are okay. You will need a circle or a bowl or something, a lid to draw a circle. You will need your glue. You will need your scissors, a straw, a few googly eyes if you have them, a marker to mark, and some tape. All right. So let's begin. Let's move these on the side. We don't need them now. You will start with first making a circle on the bigger paper. Okay, now you can use any color. You can make blue and green. You can make it with red. I am choosing a brown color. All right. Now what we're making today is a flying ball monster. Okay. So once you're done with this, you can keep it aside. And let's start with our base of this monster. So let's start cutting. So I am drawing this with a marker so that you can see it, but you can also draw with a pencil so that in case you make a mistake, you can erase it. And if you are younger, like I always say, call a grown-up when you need to use scissors if you do not know how to use them yet. So we have to be very safe. All right, now I have my circle. I'm going to try and find a center for this circle. Maybe it is somewhere here. It's okay, it doesn't have to be an exact center. You can just mark something that you feel is the center, but try to get it as close as possible to the center. You can also measure it with the scale and find a center. Now once I make that dot for the center, I'm going to just cut a line up to the dot. Okay, now that's going to help us only till the dot, because that's going to help us turn it and make this cone shape. Okay, so you're going to put one up and one down and spin it and make a cone shape. Now once you have your cone shape, you have to put some glue here and stick it up. So let's try that. Let's put some glue on one of them. Okay, now where the glue is will go on the outside. So keep spinning it till you get the cone that you want, and you press it down. Don't worry if the glue comes out. When it dries, it becomes transparent. All right, so our cone is ready. All right, now for this we need to make some eyes. Okay, so we get our other paper, which is the other colored paper. All right, we'll move this to the side a bit. Okay, now for the ears, we will first fold this into two. And on one side, just make a inverted U like this. Okay. Now because it is folded, when we cut it, we will get both the eyes together. Like I said earlier, please use a pencil to do this, so that in case you make a mistake, you won't have to erase it too much. The marker is not going to erase, right? So you can use a pencil to do this. All right. Now we have our eyes. What we're going to do is we're going to put some glue here and paste our eyes. So here and here. Now you can put them close together if you want to make a silly monster. You can put them far away. Make it just like you like it. I like it here. Okay, once it is pressed down, you can take your googly eyes and then put some glue, and stick them. Now if you do not have googly eyes like this, you can actually stick a white color paper and then stick a black color paper on top of it. Alright, so you can stick a white color paper which is this size and then stick a black color paper on top of it which is a smaller size. So now our monster has eyes. Now our monster needs teeth. Now for the teeth, we need to make the teeth also in a circle shape or a curved shape so that it fits on the monster. So we will put our monster down and take some measurements, okay? So we'll just put our monster down. It's okay, it doesn't have to be like a proper line, it can be a little, but we just need it to look like this circle. Oopsie, my monster has fallen down. Alright, I'll get it later. Now, we need to make some teeth for him. You can make them sharp, long, however you like. This is okay if it's a little curvy because when we cut it, it's going to come straight. Alright, now you're going to fold it because again we need a set of teeth or a pair of teeth. Alright, now let's cut the teeth slowly. Okay, now like I said earlier, use a pencil, alright, because we don't want these marks to be seen. And if you do use a marker, then you will stick this side down so that it is not visible. Okay, once you're done with the cutting. Alright. Perfect. So now we have this. This is our monster teeth. Now we're going to stick it to our monster. So let me get my monster back because he's just fallen down. There you go. Alright. And as you can hear, I live at a place where there are lots of animals outside, lots of birds. So you might just be able to hear them a little. Because it's evening time and everyone's excited. And outside, alright. So let's stick it on the curve exactly here. Okay. And we have to put teeth on this side. So let's put some more glue. Just a little. Well, today I can hear all the birds and the doggies outside. Okay. So now, let's put this here. Perfect. So now we have our monster teeth on both sides. Now what we need to do is we need to fix our straw through here, okay? So once your glue is dried, you need to just hold this cone and make a little cut for your straw to go through. Okay, so now this hole is too small. So let's fold it the other side and make a little bigger cut. Alright, now you can see it's enough for my straw to go through. I'm going to put my straw through this, pinch it a little and put it through this. Now if you feel that your straw is moving or is not fitting, you can always put some tape over here. Now mine is tight enough, so I do not need a tape, but if you need, you can always use your tape and put it here. Alright, so it depends on how you cut the hole. In case you've cut the hole too big, you can put your tape in there. Now what we need to do is we need to get a silver foil and we need to roll it up into a ball like this. So this is also, like I said, it was a flying ball monster. So this is going to be the ball. You can also use a table tennis ball if you have that with you, because it's a light white or blue table tennis ball, whichever one you have, if it is light. But remember, it has to be light. Now because I don't have a table tennis ball, I have made it with this silver foil. I've just crushed it and made it. So now I am excited. Let's see how this works. So I have cut the straw a little here because it was too long. So you can cut it just a little. It has to be only 1 centimeter coming out. and this was the ball that I had told you to make, and we had to place it on this. Okay, so we have to place it on this. So let's see how it works. So I am going to place the straw on this like I told you, and the goal is to keep this ball in the air. So let's try. Let's use a little bit stronger breath and take a deep breath in. Oopsie. So if you keep practicing this, the goal, let me get this back, is to keep this in the air. So you got to keep blowing and see how much you can keep it in the air. And without falling off. So try it with your friends to see who can keep it the longest in the air. And we're done. See you next time. And practice. I'm going to take this to play.